Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome once again inside Plymouth Regional High School here in Plymouth, New Hampshire, as we get set for this NHIAA Division II boys basketball varsity matchup as the visiting Bears of Hanover High School come to town to take on the Bobcats of Plymouth Regional. Hello everyone, I'm Dan Salzer alongside our staff here on Penny Baker TV, counting you down to the start of this matchup. Both teams not having the years that they would want. Hanover still looking for their first win of the season. They come in 0-11. Plymouth 2 wins so far this season. Would love to get a third here tonight at home. Look at both teams coming into today and some of the star powers. For Plymouth, Johnny Flaherty leads the way. The sophomore so far, averaging 10 points per game. With 100 points this season, he has a high of 21. Same with Chance Toomey, who has a high of 21 points in a game this season. He's got 84 points in 11 games. Dylan Webster also in that high-scoring group with 82 points for the Bobcats. So a team that really played well last time out against Pembroke Academy here at home that we had on air. It was a run and gun type of game, but it was just too fast paced in the second half as the Spartans were able to pull away with that one. On the other side, back here inside Plymouth Regional High School, Dan Salzer alongside our staff here on Penny Baker TV. Warm-ups have come to an end. 90 seconds still on the clock, but we're going to turn it down courtside for the starting lineups, national anthem, and also a little pregame ceremony as well.
Welcome to Plymouth Regional High School for tonight's Division II matchup between the visiting Hanover Bears and your home Plymouth Bobcats. Here at Plymouth Regional High School in the NHIAA, we understand what an honor it is for student athletes to represent their schools and towns. We ask that you please be positive in every aspect of the game. A couple of reminders before the start of tonight's game that smoking and the use of tobacco of any kind is prohibited in the school building and on all school grounds. In case of an emergency, please leave to the closest emergency exit. Now for tonight's starting lineups. First, for the visiting Bears. At guard, number 11, Roy Lucas. Guard number 13, Ryan McLaughlin. At guard number 20, Dave Frechette. At forward, number 21, Christian Blix. And then forward, number 35, Jason Morial. Now let's hear it for your home Plymouth Bobcats. Starting at guard, number 3, Chance Toomey. At guard, number 5, Johnny Flaherty. At guard, number 12, Dylan Webster. Also at guard, number 21, Luke Legacy. And at forward, number 33, Trevin Stone. Plymouth is coached by Ben Cronin. The officials working tonight's game are Mr. Chad Davis and Mr. Randy Hobbs. Ladies and gentlemen, before tonight's anthem, we'd like to ask you to please stand and remove your hats as we honor and remember Coach Tom Underwood, who tragically passed away last week on January 25th. Tom was the head varsity baseball coach here at Plymouth Regional High School for 43 years and was one of 3 coaches in New Hampshire to surpass 500 wins in his career. Among the many other positions that Coach held in the community, he served as the boys basketball scorekeeper for over 40 years. On behalf of the basketball team and all other athletic programs here at Plymouth, we'd like to thank Coach for his service and dedication to the Plymouth community. At this time, would you all please join us in a moment of silence in memory of Coach Underwood. Thank you. Please remain standing as we honor America with the playing of our national anthem.
Again, we'd like to give our well wishes and thoughts to the Underwood family, Debbie and their kids, on a devastating loss to the community for sure. Someone that was well respected by everybody and changed so many young athletes and students' lives over his career. Set to go here tonight, Hanover in their road black uniforms, going right to left across your screen. Plymouth in their home whites. Legacy will take the jump for the Bobcats. And Blix will take it for the Bears, and just like that, a quick up and in, and it's Ryan McLaughlin, as expected, right on cue. Lost camera feed for a second, so we apologize for that. For our clock camera, we'll get that fixed for you. 2-0 lead here, 7:36 to go, first quarter. So Hanover on the attack, top of the key. McLaughlin thought about it for a second. Oriole at the wing. McLaughlin again gets the feed. He's all over the court. Nearly a travel. Skip pass far side. Bobcats hanging strong here. Staying with a man-to-man defense right now. McLaughlin gets the screen. Oriole, beautiful feed inside for two. McLaughlin with a great feed to the freshman forward. The Bears have a 4-0 lead, and that's just a nickname I'm not getting used to. So used to their old nickname, but good things coming from it. Put back good. Trevin Stone gets the home team on the scoreboard. Top of the key. Let's get pass back up top now. Bears looking to drive outside to the corner. Lucas, good. 7-2, Hanover. Bobcats trying to find some speed. Good screen up top. Try to slide off of that. Skip pass far side instead for Webster. Luke Legacy with a great offensive board, hustling, but they're going to call him for a travel, rolling on the floor, but love his tenacity. Bears down low. That one nearly intercepted from Flaherty, and Oriole underneath the basket for the easy two. 5.5 to go, first quarter. Webster. Flaherty trying to drive into the lane. Trying to find some help. Stone to Legacy, but that was read there by Blix. McLaughlin gets the acrobatic shot off. Wanted the foul call, nothing coming. Stolen away though from Webster. He'll go coast to coast, up and in is good. And there's an injury behind the play. As Trevin Stone will head to the bench. Will Foisey will come in for him. 3 minutes into the first. Hanover. A lot of pressure from Plymouth. Oh, good slide underneath. Reverse layup, no good. Foisey comes down with a board. Webster trying to stretch the floor. Runs into some traffic. The Panthers off, or the Bobcats offense will go to work. Head coach Ben Cronin trying to set up instructions here for his Bobcats. Legacy near the foul line. Toomey couldn't find a lane. Legacy from the wing. Flaherty to Toomey. Nice cut inside, Euro step, no good. Legacy battling, and they're gonna call a jump ball, and the arrow goes to Plymouth. 4:08 to go, first quarter. Hanover has a 5-point lead. Bobcats working around the perimeter. Webster will reset up near midcourt. Webster into the lane. Bounce pass outside for Flaherty is good for 3. McLaughlin with a beautiful move towards the basket. Try to draw some contact, but gets the layup. Boy, is he one of the most acrobatic players in the state. And a traveling violation on Foisey here. Head coach Cronin wondering about the stab. Officials saying that his pivot foot slid. That's the reason for the call. And a reach-in foul here on Legacy. First foul of the game for either team. Hanover on the perimeter. Into the lane! Boy, Lucas gets it to go. Webster. Hard attack. Toomey gets denied at that post. Lucas expecting a cut down low. From Dave Frechette. Frechette stayed in the corner instead. It'll be Bobcat ball, 2:39 to go first quarter, 13-7 lead for the Bears. Webster draws the reach-in foul. Robles called for his first, team's first for Hanover. In the corner, Flaherty draws contact. They're going to say he made the attempt towards the basket for the shot, so he'll go to the line to shoot too. Flaherty will hit the first. Subs coming in for Hanover. See McLaughlin being one of them on the floor. And he'll hit both of them. 4-point game right now. McLaughlin to Oriole. Top of the key. Finds McLaughlin. Gets the double team. Nice feed into the corner. Short corner jumper off the side of the backboard. Here's Legacy stretching it up to Webster. And McLaughlin comes back and defends nicely. Bobcats on the baseline, trying to find Legacy. It's knocked free again. Blix getting the steal and reading the passes. Deep shot, no good. Offensive board. Oriole. Here's McLaughlin into the lane, kicks it outside, no good. Great setup. Webster on the near side wing. Bobcats trying to find some rhythm here. A lot of contact down low. Deep three off the back iron and out. So a physical game here so far. Flaherty has his three-point attempt blocked there by McLaughlin. And here come the Bears the other way. 36 seconds to go first quarter. Kick out into the corner. McLaughlin, no good. Oriole offensive board and a foul called on Plymouth. So Webster will pick up his first team second here with 30.7 seconds to go. Little short corner floater is good for Roy Lucas. Chance down inside, stolen away by Hanover. Looking for the last shot, 5 seconds to go. Up and under, no good for McLaughlin. Throws a prayer back up, no good. And the horn will sound to end the first quarter of play. So a physical first quarter so far, but at the end of one, it's Hanover 15, Plymouth Regional 9 here on Pemmy Baker TV. Back here for the start of the second quarter. Hanover taking their time coming out of the huddle. Driving McLaughlin for the easy layup. Found that lane open for him. Bounced inside, Bobcats a little crowded. Legacy finds an opening and a shot block there. Finkel couldn't knock it down coming into the game recently. And a foul called here on Plymouth. Calling that one Turner Oldenburg, a freshman, the lone freshman on this roster. Blix at the line. Will hit both, and the officials not happy with someone in the student section. Here on the wings, bounce down low, Oriole on the feed for two on the backdoor layup. 21-9, Bears lead on the road. Webster decides not to drive the lane. Reset out top. Has it here, gets past the defense, and maybe expecting some contact, just overshoots it. Here's McLaughlin, turns around, kicks it out. Deep three, no good, up and over the backboard and out of play. So good chance. Chetty there with the effort. Driving here. I'm going to say it was blocked out of bounds. Legacy nearly traveled as it slipped on the floor. Trying to play give and go, and again, Bobcats are trying to force it inside, and it's another steal for Hanover. And Hanover will call a timeout. We'll step aside as well. 6:07 to go here, second quarter. And it's the Bears leading 21-9. Back here to the timeout taken by Hanover. Back underway. Oriole out top. Trying to set a screen. Fed down low. Legacy with a steal. He is so athletic. Webster under pressure. Feeds it to Toomey. Little pump fake, expecting some contact, and it will go to Hanover. Bobcat Country. We're back on the air this Saturday for the Bobcat Tournament for wrestling. A full day of action. We will have coverage of at least the finals, if not semifinals, live here on Penny Baker TV. Kicked in the corner and knocked out of bounds by Johnny Flaherty. Here in the near side wing. Lucas, bounce pass, fed down low. Little hanging in the air by Christian Blix for two. Webster, top of the key. Here's Toomey. Flaherty under pressure. Bobcats stuck on the perimeter. Both teams staying with a man-to-man defense here in the first half. Legacy to Webster. Not a lot of off-the-ball movement. Miscommunication just kept alive. Flaherty, deep two, no good. Pump fake into the corner. Legacy defending well. Webster is called for the reach-in foul. This will be his second. Team's fourth, and changes here for Hanover. 4:21 to go. Top for Sumner. Just in for action. McLaughlin trying to back down. Bobcats wanted an offensive foul, nothing coming. Kick back inside, Webster defending hard, and there's the offensive foul for the shoulder charge. They're going to call that one on Allie Muirhead. Lob forward, Webster, bounce pass back door. Foisey can't put it home with a contact on the hip. McLaughlin driving, recovers the loose ball, tip and a three-pointer for Hanover. And they have taken control here in the second quarter. We'll be back in just a moment. Time out on the floor by Plymouth. 3:33 to go, first half. Hanover leads Plymouth 26-9. Welcome back here on Penny Baker TV. Here late in the second quarter, Bobcats just trying to find some momentum heading into the locker room here. So we're back underway. Webster met at midcourt. Toomey. Around the horn. Hanover playing a little bit of a trap in that corner. Flaherty for three, no good. They're going to say it stays with Plymouth. It came off the foot of Roy Lucas, the freshman guard. Flaherty looking for an inbounds pass, finds Toomey, gets the screen from the lane, has to kick it out to Webster. Webster loses the dribble. Screen nearly illegal there as Legacy was knocked off of it. Toomey into the lane aggressively, gets it to fall for two. Much needed points there for Plymouth. Ahead. Legacy gets a hand in there, knocks it free. Play continues though. Bears keep possession. Near side Muirhead. Mid-range jumper is good. Flaherty finds Toomey. Toomey had the three-pointer for a second, decides to hang on to it. Under 2 to go here, second quarter. Foisey to Legacy. Legacy driving, step back two, no good. Great help. Toomey saw that and charged in for the offensive rebound. Webster really lost a handle on it. Rotates over. Nice feed down low, blocked. It's Legacy from behind by Sumner. Middle of the lane, no good. Halfway down and out. Put back, no good. And the intensity and the speed is definitely ramped up here in the last couple of minutes. Webster. They're going to call a traveling violation here on Plymouth. And nearly a full change for Hanover on the floor during the stoppage. Just north of a minute to go here in the first half. McLaughlin, Oriole, big fella drive in is blocked. Down low. Oldenburg had to deny. McLaughlin looking for an inbounds pass. Skip pass far side. The Sobel deep three in the corner is good. Blix for three. And a 20-point lead for the Bears. Toomey has his pass stolen away, and McLaughlin an easy layup. And a timeout taken by Plymouth. 30-second timeout. We'll step aside here late in the second quarter. Hanover has broken it open. Back out of the Bobcat timeout, 39.7 seconds to go here, second quarter. Toomey, near side wing. Looking for a cutter. Oldenburg under pressure. Keeps it alive to Toomey. Toomey to Webster. He'll reset, 14 seconds to go. Gotta be careful with 5. Gets it back in, down low. As this passes out of bounds with 4 seconds to go. McLaughlin with 2 seconds. Deep three. Can't hit it. That one hits the back iron and out, but after a pretty solid first quarter for both teams, Hanover broke it open. They have a 22-point lead at the break. We'll step aside, keep it right here for you on the floor. We'll be back in about 10 minutes for the start of the second half here from Plymouth Regional High School. But at the break, it's Hanover 33, Plymouth Regional 11. You're watching Bobcat basketball here on Pemmy Baker TV.
He was at practice, so I was watching to give him updates. So I was having a hard time.
I'm sure how that feels.
Surprised he gave our life away. I wouldn't let him in the car. Like, not if we're going to talk about something. That may be part of their agreement. Might be. I have to have some agreement. I could see that. Otherwise, they wouldn't be talking ever again. Yeah, it would be like, I'm not picking you up. Still talking.
Some Austin.
They emptied their bench, so it was fun to see all the benches. Last year. And there was some man they were talking about who's been like on the team for forever. Yeah, forever. And doesn't really talk to say. Wants to be like the person they practice against, but then he got emptied after one. How'd he do? Did he trip? He did well. No, he did well. He did well, but I think he's been playing for them for like 15 years.
Is he making a break? It's probably better than our team right now.
Karen, you put gum in that purse? No, there's gum in the car. There's Skittles in the car. There's Skittles.
3 days suspension.
They were serious about the Skittles.
Oh no, everything's warm and fuzzy now. They can make special ed, so he gets, it's a mini vacation.
No.
Which explain why I can't find the form here in this file.
So if it starts to go down, we'll move him off. We'll kick him off all the way. I mean, whatever it takes.
It was my physics class. 15 minutes left of the day.
Kitchen confidential? What do we think that's for? Class? Adventures in
Yeah, bears. Oh, bears.
Let's go, good goal! She says I'm the bad one, right? Yeah, that's what I told you. It was probably them, because it was on. Gotta watch the game.
Welcome back inside Plymouth Regional High School. Dan Salzer here on Pemmy Baker TV, bringing you coverage of this NHIAA Division II matchup. And fans, looking where you can find upcoming Bobcat games. Pemmy Baker TV is a proud member of the New Hampshire Coalition for Community Media, which offers New Hampshire high school sports broadcast schedules listing games from all across the state. Our peers in the communities may be covering our away games here for Plymouth live on their channels and live streams. Find Plymouth games and coverage and more at www.nhccm.org/network. So Plymouth has a little bit of a hole to dig out of here. We've seen them go on runs before. See if they can do it once again. So, arrow favoring Plymouth to start the second half. So get back underway. Webster receives the inbound. Nearly stolen away on the reach-in. Flaherty in the corner. Under pressure. Finds Webster out near the timing line. Loses his dribble. Finds Toomey. Webster. Nearly tripped himself up. Legacy pump fake. And a traveling violation called on Plymouth. Bears with possession. Here's McLaughlin. Again, by far the dominant player on the team. Came into tonight. We missed our pregame coverage. 147 points. Next best was 75 or 74 for Hanover. Deep two. That one rattles out. Legacy comes down with a rebound. Had help inside with Foisey, but it's stolen away. With the steal. Left-handed off the board, driving as Lucas can't get it to fall. Luke Legacy going to the distance and might have just been knocked and blocked at the basket. Bears with some good ball movement. McLaughlin, Oriole, kicked outside, deep three, front rimmed. The Bobcats come down with a board. Plymouth trying to pick up that pace, trailing by 22. Flaherty from the elbow, no good. Offensive rebound here. Kicked back by Toomey. Here's Webster near side wing. And an offensive foul. They're going to call it on Flaherty for the screen. And they're going to call it. I thought they called it on Flaherty, but they're going to call it instead on Foisey. So Foisey with his first foul, team's first. Kept alive and stolen away by Plymouth on the baseline. Toomey blocked at the basket. That's kind of been the theme defensively for Hanover here tonight. Chet with the block, and officials having a word with Foisey down low, and Hanover player. They continue to come together on the inbounds pass. There was the talking with Christian Blix. High pass up top. Webster keeps it alive. Spin move. Jumper from the free throw line. No good. Front rimmed it. McLaughlin back up the other way. Feeds it to Oriole. Hard towards the basket. No good. So it's turning into a sprint here in the third quarter. Oldenburg can't control it. Far side, lob down low, mismatch, kicked in the corner, good work by Toomey defensively. McLaughlin with a hard skip pass far side, and a travel called here on Hanover. Webster gets over the timing line, higher pressure up top, loses his dribble. Feeds it to Toomey. Toomey driving, nearly travels. Webster had contact at the edge of the lane. Hard feed, Oldenburg, top of the key. 4.5 to go, third quarter. No one scored yet here in the second half. Toomey, pump fake, driving, gets the double team in the zone defense, it looks like. Hanover will stay with a man-to-man. Toomey Flaherty for three, no good. And a foul called on Plymouth. Call it on Jake Sanborn, the sophomore. His first, team second at the midpoint here in the third quarter. Hanover, back up to McLaughlin. Around the horn it goes. McLaughlin, deep three, straight away is good. Toomey with a nice crossover. Fed down low, gets the give and go back and gets the layup to fall. I don't think he was expecting that pass. I think he was expecting Sanborn to go for the layup. High pressure here from Legacy on McLaughlin. Back up McLaughlin, deep three again, comes up short. And a foul down low. They're going to call it on Sanborn, and just like that, quickly two picked up on him. So his second, team's third here in the second half. Good design play on the inbounds pass. Oriole with an easy layup. Oldenburg for three, knocks it down. Had pressure right in front of him with Teddy Sumner, and he knocks it down over him. It's a little life back in the gym here for the Bobcats. Into the corner. Hanover trying to keep the defense moving for Plymouth. Deep three the other way, no good. Offensive board. Lucas under pressure, and timeout called in the nick of time before a 5-second call. Be a full timeout called by the Bears. We'll keep it right here. Be back in just a minute. 2:23 to go, third quarter. Hanover 38, Plymouth 16 on Pemmy Baker TV. Become a high school sports official is an easy call. Officiating allows you to continue to be a role model by demonstrating qualities such as impartiality, fairness, and courage. High school sports officials help protect the integrity of the games we love by teaching and enforcing the rules of play. New officials have the opportunity to make a difference in their communities right away. To learn more about becoming a high school official, please visit nhia.org. Back underway to the timeout by Hanover. 2 minutes to go here in the third quarter. McLaughlin, edge of the lane, no good, and Legacy with a big rebound. Toomey out top. Oldenburg. Flaherty's deep three off the mark and gathered up by Hanover. McLaughlin bringing it up court. Wide open three. Comes up short. Lucas had that opportunity. Has possession here out top. Hanover not trying to rush anything here. That one's stolen away, intended for Oriole. That one got tipped by Legacy, and Toomey with a steal. Legacy driving, kicked out. Oldenburg for three. Rattles out. Comes Ryan McLaughlin again. Pump fake, no good. And big contact as we continue play. Toomey can't drive in the lane, a lot of contact. Play continues. 2-on-1 fast break, and the pass is behind the intended target. Beckett Sobel, a sophomore guard who's into the game here in the second half. Toomey, far wing, Foisey, edge of the paint. Here's Webster now. Off the screen. Flaherty for three, that one's no good. Lucas with a rebound. Final seconds here in the third. Big three, no good. Comes up short for Sobel. That'll do it here in the third quarter. Pace definitely picking up. Low scoring quarter. And at the end of three, it's the Bears 38, Bobcat 16. You're watching Bobcat basketball here on Pemmy Baker TV. We head to the fourth quarter, taking a look at the road ahead for both teams. After tonight, Plymouth back in action on February 6th, that makeup game against Co-Brown Northwood Academy after the storm that prevented them from playing earlier this season. And they'll be home for two against Sanborn and Conval on the 10th and 13th. And then heading to Lebanon for the final road game of the season on the 14th, that Tuesday, and then back home for the final two against Bow and Kennett on the 17th and 21st of February. We'll get to Hanover's upcoming schedule with the next stoppage of play. So here we go, fourth quarter. Hanover poised to get their first win of the season on the road. High pressure, good ball movement by the Bears. Hard skip pass to Lucas. Great ball movement by Hanover. One too many though, it's stolen away. Toomey under pressure. Tries to go for the up and under and gets to the layup to fall for two. High lob to McLaughlin. Here's a three-point attempt. That's good the other way. Christian Blix is finding his groove. Webster. Flaherty will give it back to him. A little bit of a push foul, but nothing called. Hard contact, far wing. Flaherty to a driving Toomey, throws it up. He's fouled. He'll go to the line to shoot two. So first team foul on Hanover here in the second half. Second personal on Roy Lucas. Or correction, first on him tonight. Toomey at the line, misses the first one. Can't hit either of them. Tough break for Plymouth from the charity stripe tonight. Lucas and McLaughlin playing pass at the top of the key. Oriole skip pass far side. Blix decides to give it up, has it back in the corner. Battle of the 21s. And a timeout called by Hanover. So we'll step aside as well. 6:30 to go here in regulation. Hanover leading 41-18. We're here during the stoppage, taking a look at the road ahead for Hanover the rest of the season. After tonight, they will be at Sanborn on the 6th for back-to-back home games against Milford and Hollis Brookline on the 7th and 10th. They'll travel to Kingswood on the 17th, wrap up their home schedule against Conval on the 21st, and wrap up the season on the 23rd at John Stark. And full schedules available to team websites and also NHIAA.org. Oriole, McLaughlin. Inside of Blix, kicks it back out high. Hanover just content on passing the ball around right now. Blix, edge of the paint, kicks it back outside to Lucas. Flaherty with a great steal. Waits on the pump fake and can't get it, but he's fouled by Ryan McLaughlin. So it's his first foul, team's second. Toomey finds help in the corner. Flaherty for three. That one bounces around. McLaughlin comes down with another rebound. Trying to go coast to coast. Throws it over to Blix for three. 44-18 Hanover. They call it a deep two with his toe on the line instead. Illegal screen there on Will Foisey. 5:18 to go. McLaughlin over the timing line. Finds some help. But it's stolen away. Here's Webster being chased from behind. Hard in the lane. High off the glass. Toomey with the offensive board. Webster in the corner. Foisey called for the travel. Just under 5 minutes to go here. Tough night for the Bobcats. McLaughlin gets a double team, kicks it out in the corner, and another three-pointer for Christian Blix. Webster to Toomey, under pressure, keeps it alive. Inside. No good. Legacy has it blocked out of bounds. Flaherty looking for an inbound feed, finds Legacy, gets, I believe, his first bucket of the night. Blix, far side. And a reach-in foul on Oldenburg. Be the team's fifth foul here in the second half. 4:01 to go in the fourth quarter. They call the second foul on Turner. In the corner, back out top. McLaughlin at the wing. Just reset things out top. Skip pass far side, right back the other way. Driving baseline, and it's blocked down low by Sanborn. Back on the inbound. Oriole. As the Bears will stop with it out top. McLaughlin had it poked away from behind for a second. Bears keeping possession nicely. Down inside the paint, high off the glass. O'Connell almost couldn't get the shot to fall. It will go to Plymouth. 3:16 to go. And pass goes into the bleachers near side. An unforced error. Again, taking a look at the schedule upcoming here on Pemmy Baker TV for Bobcat Country. Back-to-back broadcasts of wrestling. They'll have their Plymouth tournament this Saturday. Starting at 9 a.m., we'll have coverage of hopefully the semifinals, but if not, the finals for each weight class here on Pemmy Baker TV. And then also on Wednesday the 8th at 6 at Tri-Dual against Conval and Kingswood. This one's sent out of bounds. It'll stay with Hanover. And looks like bench getting ready to come in for Hanover. Oriole driving down and out, and a reach-in foul here on Hanover. Good effort by the big fella down low. So starters and active players will come out for Hanover. Their night will be over. 2:31 to go. Flaherty, double teamed. Finds Finkel. To Oldenburg. Here's Toomey again. Oldenburg baseline. Had nowhere to go. Sanborn. To Toomey. Toomey driving, trying to get underneath. Defended nicely there by Roy Lucas. Knocked down, but kept alive by Hanover. Here ahead. Has his bounce pass stolen by Flaherty. Toomey into the paint. Work it back out to Flaherty. He'll drive baseline. Kicks it out in the corner. Oldenburg at the elbow. At the wing now is Oldenburg into the corner. Sanborn in and out for three. Offensive board, loose ball though. Bobcats keep possession. Minute 15 to go here tonight. Finkel, find some help outside by Toomey, no good, and a whistle here. We're now skiing into the game for the first time tonight for Plymouth. Final minute of play. Oh, big shot deep too there. Into your head. Say his toe was on the line. Sanborn. Oldenburg for three off the back iron. And a traveling violation called. It's going to stay with Plymouth. 25 seconds to go. So Hanover's going to get their first win of the season. They're going to move to 1-11. Sanborn in the corner for three. Comes up short. And Hanover's just going to run the final 15 seconds out here tonight. Big road win for the Bears and a big traveling fan base for Hanover as well as the horn goes final. And the final score tonight, Hanover 49, Plymouth 20. So a tough one for the Bobcats. They will drop to 2-10 this season. Hanover first win of the season. They'll improve to 1-11 and have a lot of positives to take from this heading into the last part, here in the last month of the season. And they could go on a tear with their schedule down the stretch. That's going to do it for us here this evening on Pemmy Baker TV. Thank you for tuning in again. And reminder, join us this Saturday afternoon for the finals of the Bobcat Tournament for wrestling, one of the biggest tournaments of the year. So we will be back on the air for you with that one. But we so thank you for tuning in, whether you're watching on cable or YouTube. Jake Abbott, I'm Dan Selzer. Final score for the final time, Hanover 49, Plymouth 20. We'll see you next time here on Pemmy Baker TV.